Hey guys, Rebecca here. It is Mosaic Monday. I'm going to try to start showing you guys what mosaic stuff is happening, and I'll do that on Mondays. Anyway, today, showing you stepping stones. I recently was asked to take part in the garden tour here in East Dallas, so I'm going to be on that, and I've been busy focusing on mosaic work for the garden. I've done 4 stones in about 3 days. Actually, 4 stones in 4 days. I still have to grout them, and I have one I'm finishing up, so I'm not quite done. But anyway, I'll show you those, and then I'm going to show you, I'm back to teaching, and I'm going to show you some work that my fabulous students are working on. So here we go. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel and you like mosaic work, please hit subscribe. Please hit that like button and follow along. This is what's on my work table right now. These are stepping stones, and they all have this teal and green color palette. They're all inspired by cells and biology and that sort of thing. You can see I make a real mess when I work. This one is the first one I did, and it's got these little wormy shapes, and I like it. It's kind of quiet and simple. And then I did these, and they have a little bit more movement, and they're a little busier because I always like to get busy with things. Okay, so I'm using halfback marbles, vitreous glass, stained glass beads, a little bit of unglazed Cinca unglazed porcelain, and I'm enjoying these guys. So next up is Vivian Vidalia. She is a Friends Japanese Chen. We're pretty casual at the Creative Arts Center in Dallas, and sometimes on Tuesday nights my buddy Andy drops by and brings one of her Japanese Chen puppies. And this little tiny thing is like 2.5, 3 pounds maybe. A sweet little puppy. Anyway, so this was our first night of class last week, and it was a cool first night because everybody had finished projects basically to bring in. Some people were grouting, some people wanted to discuss hanging, how to hang and wire their pieces, and so it was a pretty cool class. It's nothing better than starting class with finished pieces. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to show you next. This project is Mary's. She has these cool houses and birds and wonderful mixed media papers that she collaged on top of these little wooden elements. There's maps underneath and vitreous glass, not vitreous, there's a little vitreous glass, but there's also tempered glass over the map area, and some stained glass, and it's a really fun project. Mary's a cool student. She does pretty ambitious large projects. On her first class with me ever, the very first mosaic she ever did, I always tease and tell people about this, she brought in this 24-inch diameter circle wooden tabletop to do, and it was huge. It was so big. It was a mixed media piece. She had these spray painted gears and cogs underneath, and it turned out really well, and she finished it in glass. And she's this sweet kind of petite lady, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is she gonna finish this? I'm thinking to myself, is she gonna be able to finish this huge project? Because I like to work small, and so I get intimidated by big scale, and this was pretty big for a first project, and she totally worked in between classes, and she got it done, and it was just beautiful. All of the projects I've seen of hers are just absolutely stunning. She is a real natural with the medium, and not afraid to bite off a big project. She's an inspiration for sure. Okay, so this is Cindy grouting her butterfly. She still has a little bit of work to do at the top of it, and she's going to work on that next class period, but she grouted most of it, and this is her cleaning that. It's a beautiful piece, and I can't wait to see her finish the head of the butterfly and call it done. It's really cool. This is Jan's bunny rabbit, and it's done with broken dishes and cut china, and it's called Picassiette is the style when you work with dishes. And she's really good at working with the dishes. A lot of people will work with broken china and the pattern is just kind of a hodgepodge and just randomly placed on things. But she spends a lot of time thinking about how the pattern can form like a haunch on the leg or a different area, and to kind of delineate different portions of the figure. And the best people working with broken dishes, they have a flair at doing that. And it's a lot harder than it looks, let me tell you. You can get Jan's work, pick up some of her pieces over at the Art Annex in Dallas. I feel like they're incredibly affordable. Pricing mosaic work is pretty tricky because people don't have any idea of the labor that goes into these works, and the skill and the labor. So yeah, go check her work out at the Art Annex. Okay, so that's it. My work, my students' work, and Mosaic Monday, people. So Thursdays will still be show and tell, and I'll show whatever's going on in the studio, and then Mondays will be specific to mosaic related stuff. It won't always be my work. Sometimes it will be other people's work, and we'll just talk about mosaics. So follow along, have a good week, and I will try to talk to you guys on Thursday.